We
you
have
know,
no small talk. Like, I mean, I had some
So
engaging
Alex,
things happen.
so it was a good job acting as Gaston on Beauty and the Beast on the Beauty and the Beast play.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
you,
good job. It was
you,
nice.
you got that
Oh
autograph.
You fit the part pretty well.
God.
Listen. I
I
met
saw
that
the
at the junior
autograph.
guys every day, so I'm pretty good.
I got a selfie, but I want an autograph.
Oh wait, yeah,
Side of
I
my
forgot
chest.
the selfie.
There wasn't any writing utensils. You should have brought a
Yeah.
pen with you.
Yeah,
You
loser.
freak.
What?
Yeah, you freak.
Like, what?
You
What kind of
freaking
freak
nature.
doesn't bring a pen with them when they want an autograph?
Doesn't bring a
Yeah.
pen when they want to. You see,
I didn't want an
I could have got
autograph.
a
You
Well,
just
that's my
you
work
walked up, hey, I want an autograph from the least famous person in the room, all right?
I want an autograph from the villain, please.
Yeah.
the main
Otherwise known as
antagonist.
the least famous person in the room.
I would no. Gaston's my
Yes.
favorite. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a Gaston stan.
Gaston is the most hated character in Beauty and the Beast.
Who's your guys'
Yeah.
favorite Beauty and the Beast character? Like actually,
Like seriously,
In-
that would have to
like-
be
like-
LeFou.
Like in the play or in the movie.
the movie, I guess. Or
I would
play.
say I haven't seen the movie in like 8 years, but like yeah, but I would say that my favorite character is Gaston. No, I'm kidding. No.
Mine is
I really
Maurice.
don't have one. Wait, who?
Maurice.
Belle's father.
Which one's that one again? Oh, okay, cool.
My
Yes,
my,
I see.
my favorite is.
I'm gonna tell Ray that you said that. I'm
Oh,
gonna
wait.
tell Ray that yet another person has
I
forgotten
mixed
what
up.
his role was.
No, I don't even know.
I mixed up LeFou.
I don't know names.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you don't know him.
Hold on. Who was the candlestick guy? I forgot his
Lumiere.
Lumiere. That's my first
LeFou is
favorite.
a sidekick, man.
Yeah,
One.
LeFou's a great
Gaston's
guy.
little buddy.
Like I got like the top 5. Okay, it's Lumiere, Cogsworth,
Drew did very good
Gaston,
with
LeFou, and then probably actually Maurice.
Shat my pants by how scary that was.
Oh, that fits the topic.
Right. What happened?
That fits perfectly. Perfect timing. Okay, not really.
Middle fick timing.
We do our little intro thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
So a surprise.
yeah, it's a surprise.
prepare for
It
it.
was not revealed last week during that episode at all. Also, I'm going to be uploading the
Yeah.
podcast on my channel and
Yeah, I really
the
don't know.
other channel, but I'm going to heavily
I was-
I'm trying to direct traffic to the podcast channel, okay? But there's
Then
nobody
just-
watching
just-
that.
But put it on
Make
both
this-
channels.
Make this the last one that goes on your main channel, and then every like in every other video, just a link to the other channel or something.
Yeah, like no, I have the link to Tracen's
doing leg
channel
exercises.
and the podcast channel in the description of every video that I've been making since.
If you're gonna listen to these podcasts, people, the listeners, all right. If you're gonna listen to these
That's
podcasts,
alright.
you can go to the podcast channel, all right?
All
Because
right.
I'm getting tired of the fact that you going to the official podcast channel.
Yeah,
What kind of
you gotta
accent are you
support
trying to do?
us. Oh,
It sounds like a German, French, and Australian accent all in one.
You gotta go to the official podcast channel. All right.
All right, mate. I can't do the accent. Never mind. I ain't gonna try that again.
I don't know what to tell you. All right.
Guys.
If listen, I just got one thing to say to you. All right. If you don't go to the podcast channel, you'll be dead within the next hour.
a bit extreme, but okay. I mean, if it works, it works. We'll find out.
Subscribe.
But
Watch the video.
I made a TikTok. Okay,
Okay.
I started uploading to TikTok as of like yesterday.
Amazing. A
TikTok.
TikToker. Oh my god. What cringe. What
Make
horrible
fun of this
extra-
user. Make fun of him now.
You
Cancel
see,
him.
I'm just reusing
Yeah.
the stuff that I put on my shorts because I upload YouTube shorts. So I'm just doing both at the same time.
Laugh at this user.
Hey, I got quite a few views within today, okay?
Make fun of him.
Alright, let's start the episode, shall we?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's find out what the topic is. I'm kind of.
How do you upload to
anxious,
Spotify?
or,
Can you upload to Spotify?
I don't know what the word is. Yes.
You can upload to Spotify, but I forgore.
Okay. Because if we could branch out to Spotify if we knew how. That's the thing.
Yeah. Also, guess what? The
Podcast goes up on it.
Also-
You watch Spotify for the upload.
Nice. So the drama club at my school on the podcast team we're making the videos eventually and going to upload them to like everything and Spotify. So one day they might be on there.
I see.
Okay. Maybe you can give us
Yeah.
a tutorial
Alright,
one day on how to upload to Spotify.
I
Anyway,
guess I
segueing to the
It's I learned. Yes.
intro.
Slime tutorial.
Intro.
I'm pretty sure I could just look up a tutorial on YouTube. Anyway, what's up, everybody? And
Probably,
welcome back
yes.
to the
Okay, yeah.
Bumbling
Tumbling.
Fumbling.
Tumbling.
Idiots podcast, where we all are just big old fools. Now, last episode, Peter won our driving episode,
Fumbler.
and he picked our topic.
Yeah.
Which was
So today's topic is going to be about the scariest moments. Oh, that's what it was, a twist.
I actually have a
wait.
list.
a banana. A twist.
I actually have a twist though, so this
Oh.
might actually change your little list.
God.
Oh,
It either
really?
has to be you scaring
Make a list.
someone else, or a scary thing you have witnessed, not on you.
But, like, can
Witness.
we say something scary that has happened?
Now that kind of limits me a little bit.
You like,
Like, can,
you got...
can we have all of it? Do those plus scary things that have happened to us?
As a little bonus.
It is not, if it is, like, exceptionally scary that, like, not traumatizing levels of scary, but just, like, if it was
It has to be.
extremely scary to you, then that will count under it. However, it has to be typically about someone else.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So
I have
as
a
As a little
technicality.
subsection, a bonus, it'll be things on us, not
Now,
just
now,
in my. Oh, I see what
now, I just got one question for you.
I
Yes,
got
sir.
one question for you.
Would you do that?
Alright, time to go to sleep and start reading us some stories. No.
Alright.
Okay.
Wow, that's cheating.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
I wish I
Peter,
could record this, but I can't.
you pick the
Yes.
next winner,
For
okay?
your technicality.
You pick the next winner on whatever terms you feel like are.
I'm
Okay.
gonna lose.
If you want to do
I
a
win.
point system, okay. No, not you. You cannot pick
I'm
yourself.
gonna lose.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I don't know, but I will believe
could-
I will.
You could base it on the scariest story, the funniest, whatever you want to base it on. Anyway, who shall start us off?
Not me.
Okay.
Let's
You
go.
wouldn't.
Let's go with the man that spouted the prompt.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's go backwards
I love
for
the
a
accent.
change.
I'm a little bit bored. I'm just going through every accent that I know.
Since I was quite both the person that started this and the last person to typically go, I
Yes.
shall go first this time, I guess.
I suppose it's only
The
appropriate.
scariest moment, but not for me, but for my uncle, was whenever he slept in the same room with me, or I guess you could reverse it and say I slept in the same room as him.
Of course. Hold on.
He's like he was like 20 when I was this age. He was not like old. He was not the old, scary, creepy Richard uncle.
Richard.
Oh,
Uncle.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a big
handle it.
relief.
Yeah.
Woo!
My
Okay,
favorite.
good.
Oh.
You passed that one.
I basically, me and my mother lived in like this tiny house with like her
Cottage in the
parents,
woods.
yada yada. I
Yes.
was basically sleeping in my uncle's room. We had a little second bed. Our beds were touching at the corners. And my uncle was basically horrified of anything scary in the slightest way. And I had very bad
How do you
sleepwalking
define
issues.
Just anything
so
that
randomly
was
in the
scary.
middle of the night,
Yeah.
he would just wake up in a pitch black room because he would turn off all of the lights. He would wake up in a pitch black room and just hear a child giggling in the direction that sounds like everywhere because I would be running around at the same time. Now, I
Nice.
would also
God.
randomly jump around on his bed near him and then just overall be laughing, giggling, and then start like just making overall noises in my sleep.
Incredible.
Wait. So are you sleepwalking, or like how's this happening?
Basically, I
I'm
had
interested.
such bad sleepwalking that made it seemed like I was being possessed at night.
What the? I can see that.
My uncle, every single night for like 2 weeks, was screaming bloody murder because of the 5-year-old child running around his room at midnight, possibly even 3 a.m., just
Possibly.
skittering across the ground like a possessed person with a neck
Possessed.
snapped all the way around while doing the like backbridge and crawling at the same time.
That whole look, yeah. That gave me some goosebumps.
Bitch house.
Hey, what's up, Uncle? Head turns around a full 180. Like, oh god.
Now, that was just the normal parts. The actual scary part about all of that is because I would also talk while doing it and say really creepy things.
Oh god. So did he tell you, afterwards, or?
Repeat that?
So did he, tell you this when you were older or whatever? He's like, hey, back when you were 5,
It was
this happened,
basically
like-
something that was constantly told to tease and make fun of my uncle as I slowly aged.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So it passed down.
oh, I
There were
see.
multiple events
Down the
like
years.
that. So we would
Yeah,
constantly make fun of
wait.
my uncle because of him getting frightened to death by a 5-year-old.
I'd be
I
frightened too. Like, I mean, I would want to jump out the freaking window. Like, frick this house, I'm out. That kid's possessed. I don't care if he's my freaking nephew, I'm out. I would abandon you. Like, psych, I'm out.
Yeah.
Frick this crap, I'm out. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Oh, who wishes to go
No, I
next?
don't have-
Actually,
Stories.
you have a story.
Dude.
Who's the one with the story?
I feel like it's
Yeah,
Ray
who's the
Tracy.
one?
No. Who's got the story?
Let's go in reverse.
Oh, come on.
It starts with Peter and it goes to
Okay.
Tracy,
I don't.
Alex, then me.
Yeah. It'd be poetic,
Alright.
but like, I don't
Oh, I see.
have one.
I see.
Like, I haven't. I guess in a way, I haven't had that much like life experience to count
Well, yeah,
out single events that have been overall terrifying.
You know.
Either for me or for others. Things that I've seen.
understand
Like, I
that.
don't really
Yeah.
have
I
any.
understand that. And I think that you should tell one anyway.
Alrighty then, mate. Terrible
Yeah,
accent.
Remember, it is not going to be about you.
I
give me a
know,
rough,
and I don't have a whole lot
story.
of things that are just the things that I've seen or
Give me
Done.
that haunted house experience. Give me that 5 cents.
It could just
All
be a
5
ghost
cents
story. It
filled
could just
with
be
your
like a
story.
ghost you randomly saw. A really creepy.
Oh, I see the ghost once is the
scared the
same.
crap out of you.
let me think. I don't have. Okay, well,
You don't
okay,
have
fine.
an
I have
event that made your pants disappear?
No.
Tracy,
I don't
you
think so.
constantly tell me
seeing
that you
something
live
like
in a
that
haunted
Ghostbusters one
house.
time.
But
I
hey, but it
remember
hasn't been
seeing-
terrifying for the most part.
Only
Only when I was younger.
Ghostbusters movie. That
We're
big.
gonna call Ghostbusters.
Yeah, real hankering ghost.
I got
That
spooked.
ghost was real desperate. Real
Okay.
desperate. Anyway.
So the topic was things that overall were you're terrifying to others, or things that you've seen, or the bonus things that you've
Yes.
done. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess this one was kind of recent, but like it was. Well, it's probably not too scary, but like it basically. So do you ever have those moments, down the street, and you think that you might be you might be involved in a confrontation, and you're like, and your heart kind of jumps, and your skin's like, okay, hold on, and you're like, I'll just be like, hey, oh my God, I ain't moving so far. This, what are y'all trying to fight me for? What, you just feel that freeze response, anybody's like in the fight or flight mode, or just about there because you think something's gonna happen. But yeah, well, so I don't really have any scary events now. Just as one, I guess I'll shoot out there. It was a couple of weeks ago, sometime, or whatever time it was, I forgot. But it was in Cape, and me and my dad were walking through the barber shop to go to the house, which is right next door. And there was some college kids that were kind of drunk. They probably like in the probably 28, 26, whatever. And they were walking down the street right outside of the window. And it was three friends. It was a couple and a third wheel, and I'm gonna say this the third wheel because I don't really know, but he was definitely drunk. Like you could tell that like he was straight up like just expressing every word. He was going all out. You could tell he had had a few shots. So, but and then so basically we were going basically we were going to the shop because we took the dog outside to go pee, and in the only yard that is downtown. And we were at the front door of the shop, which has big windows and whatnot. So our dog kind of runs up and sees them, and then kind of starts to bark at him. And I guess the dude heard the dog but couldn't see the dog because it was behind the windows at night. So he kind of turns around the sidewalk like, "Hey, bro, what you want?" Oh. So and then and basically my dad's at the door with it kind of cracked open, and he's kind of frozen like, okay. I don't want him to see us and try to kill us. So he was kind of frozen there, and then I'm there like, okay, I gotta make sure that my dog don't get hurt too. So, but thankfully nothing happened because the dude was like looking at the street at somebody else dead down the street, thinking it was them or something, and then all three of them just kind of walked off. But in that moment, it was like, bro, we could have had a fight. Like, I mean, we could have got wrecked right then. Like something could have happened, but it didn't. Thank God. But yeah. That was a slightly terrifying experience, just within like 10 seconds. But yeah, so that's one thing that I got. How was it?
So, Alex, what was your story?
Again, I don't have too much, so that was the only one that I really had.
I don't really have any stories of other people being scared, because I don't pay attention to other people generally.
It could have just been you scaring someone else.
No,
I don't have any of those either.
I've never been the kind of person to do that, other than a
Never been a type of person to enjoy the spookies.
A mischievous fellow.
I've jump scared my siblings here and there, but never
I don't have any siblings.
truly scared them, never made them fully shit their pants.
I see.
Yes. I've been scared myself many a time because I
wasn't listening until that specific part.
Yes. I have been scared myself many times because I am an absolute wimp, but I have never really seen anyone else be scared, and I certainly have not scared anyone myself. However, there may be something in my subconscious that I can dig out while Wyatt tells his tale.
Yeah, I got a couple that can stall for Alex. So, first off, I'd like to just review the top 2 entries on my notes. It's the first entry is titled Hong Kong, and the second in the second is called Child Hallway.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Nope, I can't tell. I'm sorry.
Interested. You
I
have
can't-
my attention.
No, I can't.
Just called Child Hallway.
Yeah, well, I understand what it means.
The hallway
Because,
of
you see, I had an immense fear of hallways. Because I thought if I stared long enough down at the hallway, I thought something would come
Oh my
out
God, same.
and come after me. So it's like, I would
Same, I
stand
had the same feeling too.
staring down the hallway in fear. Just basically tempting anything to come out.
And you can't stop looking.
But
I used to
that's
have that same thing when I was little. Even
so
now.
funny story anyway.
Wait,
So
wait, wasn't Alex doing something?
no, he needs time.
No, I had to dig through my subconscious. I've got
Okay.
a non-dreaming.
I didn't hear that.
I think.
You got something?
Okay.
Yeah, continue your story though.
Oh, okay. So last
Alright.
year, Trayson and I, we would go to family game night, and back then we did a hide and seek game, and we would go outside, and it's a pretty big area.
We always do.
So it's dark outside. Usually we
No.
have flashlights, and we have one seeker, and we go hide.
Typically, yes.
Now, I'm usually pretty
Yeah.
good at hiding, surprisingly. Mainly because I choose good...
camouflaged.
I just choose good clothing for it. So,
You
this
know,
one
sometimes-
All the time. It's weird.
One time when I was playing flashlight tag, I just found a little bit of tall grass and just laid down in it.
I'm hidden. Sneak 100.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm hiding next to this, shed that is made of, metal, and I accidentally brush up against it while
Sweet.
Trayson
Yeah,
is seeking. And it makes a little... It's just, a little sound. So... So...
Yeah, especially against the metal tin.
So then Trayson comes around the building and is coming around the corner, and I think real quickly, now, how do I want this to play out? Do I want him to just catch me and be like, ah, dang it, or do I want to have a laugh by scaring him?
A laugh.
So I chose the laugh option. So I get up slowly from the ground, and as he's getting closer, I jump out and just say, boo! And I scared the ever-living shit out of him.
You did. I remember that time. I think I remember it vaguely because it was like a year ago. But I'm just gonna add on to this. So on my side of the story, I hear it kind of brush up against the metal tin of the shed or garage, and I was like, oh, and I see in the window it kind of moving in the shadow. Okay, someone's out there. So I go around, as I said, and I look around, I don't see him. Like for a split second, I'm like, oh, nobody there. But as I keep on rounding the corner, he jumps out. I swear I jumped 10 feet in the air. It was like, oh my God.
Funny thing is,
And I was like, you fricker.
funny thing is, that time I wasn't
really
wearing
got me.
camouflage. I was wearing my pink flannel that time. I remember that very specifically.
Yeah.
It was a moment of triumph for me.
It seemed like you weren't even there for a moment, and then you were there all of a sudden.
Like, for a man of my stature, I'm surprisingly easy to just, go and hide. I have, a sneak stat of,
you blend like
really
a freaking
high.
tree.
You're like an orc with an unnaturally high stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's like giant thing, very hard to detect.
Oh my God! If
How does that make
you
sense?
guys
I don't
haven't
know, but
seen
it
this
works.
podcast, heard of this podcast, I've told you about. Have you guys listened to the podcast Dungeons and Daddies?
Oh, Dungeons and Daddies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me of
to it.
okay, this reminds me early on. they make a joke about how Ron Stampler, one of the daddies, just hides in his pants. And he's just and he's just walking pants, but like nobody suspects he's there.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I can tell another. I can
Yes.
if you need time, I can tell
Is
another.
it okay?
It's real
I
short.
mean, I kind of
am
have,
able to tell another.
I kind of have something formed, I suppose.
Okay, go Alex. I like to
If
hear
you want,
yours.
if you want me to weave you a tale.
We bust a tail.
Okay. Now
Starts
this
R2D2
is a
screaming.
tale, unlike others that you may have heard before. This tale is actually not really the kind of fear that we're talking about. It's more so like, it's I indirectly through no what's the word?
For no reason.
Through no input of my own, I made someone scared emotionally.
Wow.
So let me weave you this tale, alright? I'm not gonna say names, but I've known... So beginning of the year, right? I don't know many people. But I meet this person, right? And over this year we've talked a lot. Recently, this person, we were talking on online, and this person was like revealed that they like me and that they were scared that the phrasing that they used was the funniest way I've ever heard someone think they would get turned down.
Oh God.
Because hold on, let me
God.
give me a second.
Are you looking
So
for your
not
text?
the normal fear you would expect. Yeah, give me. It was.
Interesting story. Moving
No,
on.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
All right. So silence. That's great.
Sorry, while I'm looking for this, you guys can talk. Give me a
Just edit
second.
that later. It's fine.
So recently.
Ow! Freaking rubber band.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Trayson, you're the only one that doesn't
Okay,
know.
I found it. No, I
Okay.
found it. Sorry.
I don't know.
No, they said that apparently they're very self-conscious as haha you're so dumb, never talk to me again. That is the funniest way to turn someone down. Like
Wait. What? Okay. Rephrase. What? Say it again.
funniest way to turn someone down. Haha, you're so funny, never talk to me again. Like that is so.
Wait, did they say that to
Wow,
you?
like, it sounds very dry.
No, because like they told me that, and so since we talk a lot, we talked it out, and they said that they were like, I was scared you were gonna say that. I'm like, that is the funniest way I've ever heard someone.
You're very funny. Don't talk to me
The
again.
funniest way I've ever heard someone imagine to be rejected.
Yeah, that is very.
That is.
Yeah, it's very particular.
Yeah.
In particular,
So
whatever. Yeah.
technically, I did scare someone recently, just not in a conventional way.
All right. That's
Does that
Okay,
count,
right.
Peter? Does
You
that
need
feel
more.
yeah,
like
yeah. I mean,
Yes.
Amazing.
okay. So my little thing that I was gonna say. So
Yes, very good.
I used to have a fear of the dark.
I'm behind.
It was kind of a crippling
Okay,
fear,
don't
but not
we all?
really. But it's more of a fear of the unknown. Now, I've kind of grappled that fear, and I've grappled it and strangled it to a point where I'm not really fearful of the dark. I'll just walk outside, I'll be like, it's nice out here. Nice and peaceful. Because nighttime is
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
peaceful.
yeah.
If you just
But in your
can...
subconscious, like your body is still telling you that there could be something out there. 'Cause
So, just
your,
like...
your mind does that a lot too.
So I'll be sitting, like, watching people kind of get tense. They're, like, tense, and I'm just sitting back. I'm like, what's there to worry about? Like, I mean, this is a peaceful time.
Hey, it's a wolf. Hey, it's a skinwalker. Oh, hi. Yeah.
Oh, it's a skinwalker. Oh, whoops, I shouldn't have said that.
Hello, demon.
Same. Is in my window. I see him in the eyes. No.
But
Now I'm paranoid.
I do have another thing, but I'll allow anybody else to talk if they want.
Oh, I might have one.
You might.
Yes.
I have
Yes.
a very funny story. This is very true, and this actually existed for a little while. So this is a scary story, but it's very funny except for the person it's scary upon.
Oh, okay.
My
yeah,
little brother, who shouldn't be afraid of this by all means, is scared to sit on the toilet to take a poop with the door closed because of an invisible girlfriend that he doesn't even have will go through the wall, even though the door's open, will still go through the wall if the door's closed, to murder him by scratching him to death.
What the...
Okay, I now need a new pair of underwear.
Is he imagining an abusive girlfriend for himself? Like,
he's imagining like a monstrous demon girlfriend for himself, but I wouldn't expect too much because he's also afraid of potatoes.
Probably shouldn't laugh at that. It's probably an actual phobia, but like, okay, hold on.
Potato phobia.
So you had me at a demon girlfriend. Like, how does the imagination
demon
on that?
girlfriend will
The
go
imagination,
through the
though,
walls only if the door is closed. If it is open, the demon girlfriend will not exist.
But only while he's pooping too, right? Just while
Only
that
while
one
he's
time.
pooping, and only while the door is closed.
I just remembered another time that I've scared people.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow. I don't know if that's from like a movie or something, but.
Alex,
Alrighty.
Would you like to hear very quickly this other time that I've scared people?
yes.
Maybe.
All right.
You should
Here
learn how
goes-
easy it is to scare my brother.
Here goes the story. Hey guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon?
What? Hop tail.
Guys, I think Alex might win this.
Oh my god. Yeah. I
It just
figured,
might.
like I usually do, I did a little research. Now I'm going to Google Translate so I can figure out how it's said.
So you're going to figure out what on God's green earth Alex was about to say.
No.
Yeah, I'm not curious. Too.
I read that entire thing to you guys. That's what I was referring to, is when I read all of that to you.
Oh, I see.
That
I
was the
see.
time where I...
To the viewers, or at least other people who are watching this, we are not going to elaborate on this because it is a very not appropriate subject, but yeah.
I'm pretty
good
sure we
topic.
elaborated it on last episode, actually. So go check that out.
We didn't rate it very well, but we did go over it.
Yeah,
didn't really
which is
catch
a
it.
way
Can
of
you
going
say it
over
again,
it.
please?
The
What?
potatoes are not entirely, shall we say, inherently good. I mean, potatoes, I believe they have evil souls.
Oh, brother,
Anyways,
they are spawns of
Yeah,
Satan that deserve to die
yeah.
because they can explode and combust into fungus spores that can
Yes.
kill him.
Potatoes
what?
potatoes
What is
are
wrong with you,
of the
brother?
devil himself. Potatoes are of the devil himself, and
therapy
I
or something?
refuse to partake in it.
Listen, man, I was just giving my brother an excuse to be afraid of potatoes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
That's
You
not
know-
good.
I had my mother's homemade mashed potatoes that one time. I mean, I couldn't even taste the devil in them. I'll be honest with you. The devil was boiled right out of them
Mimic the
potatoes.
Western
I'll tell you
accent.
what. I'll tell you what. The devil was nowhere to be seen in those taters. They were delicious.
Out here in the Midwest, we protect our homes with what? Pew
What was
pews
that? Potato homes.
and pit bulls.
Potato Holmes.
Wait, what?
You know, my mama once told me something about potatoes that I carry with me every day.
Carry a potato gun.
Exactly. Carry your spud gun everywhere you go.
I knew it.
You
We're
need your
terribly off topic.
spud gun wherever you go because it will
Mhm.
always be with you.
Cool. Hey, Wyatt. Okay, so before I go, can you elaborate on your experience on the fear of a dark hallway? Because I kind of had that too when I was younger.
The
I
dark
still a little
hallway?
bit do now.
So a specific hallway comes to
Yeah, right,
mind.
yeah, hallways. Yeah.
It wasn't such a far hallway, but at the end of the hallway, well, it led into a bedroom that the door was always open, and there was a closet.
At the grandma's house. Yeah.
No,
Sounds like
I'm not
right?
talking about that hallway.
No?
That is a freaky hallway, though.
Oh,
Anyway,
the ups. It
It's
is
a
too. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
it's but the specific hallway that I picture every time is that it leads directly to a bedroom that the door is always open, and then there's a closet at the very end that is on the right of the wall, like on the right wall. So, and
on
that
the other side of
door
the room.
is always open as well. So every time I stood there and stared down that hallway, I always imagined that some creature, some alien, something would come out from that door
Alien.
and come at
Eldritch
me.
being would just appear.
Wow.
An eldritch being would just snap into existence and kill you.
It's funny because like, so it's kind of scary that like my imagination is very very imaginative, and I can picture like 90% of exactly what you're saying, and I'm scaring myself right now. Yep, I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining like a deer man walking out of the closet or something.
Yeah, bro, if I'm being honest with you, I got pee covering my panties right now. Alright, I got it dribbling down my legs.
I already changed mine. Mine already changed, so.
It's a good thing I'm wearing brown pants this episode. Oh wait,
I'm
they're
wearing diapers
brown
today,
now.
boys.
Sorry.
It's a good thing that I
What is
put
it?
on the yellow
Wear
tent.
white pants.
Ooh.
Okay, well,
I don't think that's the right reaction to being scared, my guy. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight with you. All right. I'm not normally straight with anyone, but
You're
I'll
gay
be straight
with
with
me?
you right now. Yes, I
hey,
am.
yo.
I am what you would call a
Freak of
how
nature.
do you say, no, not quite.
No.
Not quite.
Nah,
No, not like that.
not quite. A disappointment.
Alright.
The disappointment.
What was I forgot? What was my point? I don't know
No
what I
idea.
was trying to say.
ADHD. There you go.
Either way, I'll be straight with you. All right. I forgot what my point was.
Great.
I see. Continue on.
Yes.
I'm curious,
Yes.
Tracy. What's your story? Are you gonna elaborate on like some hallway stuff or?
By the way, I wish for this episode to finish with my story because I actually have a really very scary story.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, good for you. So
wow, that was so. You just
okay.
Great.
Wow.
You spoiled the
Yeah.
ending.
Have any? Great. Just go ahead and edit it out later.
It'll
Okay, so
probably
Great.
be out in.
Now you've done.
okay, okay. So okay, listen. So again, I don't have any occurrences or stories where I was terrifying somebody else or I had seen something happen. But like, I really don't have much besides very minor inconveniences every now and then. I don't have an actual plot to something that actually happened. Like, I don't have one. I mean, almost everything that I do have is something something of me, which isn't the kind of which isn't the topic. So I can't say those. But like, I mean, I can, but if I it's not the topic. So I really don't have any. But this one time, I forgot what it was. It was a long time. Okay, I vaguely remember it, but it was. Oh, I get it now. Here it is. Okay, it came to me. Okay, so it was about 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. It was during Christmas time, and I was with my dad and Kate, and we were spending the Christmas Eve day at his girlfriend's house, and so while there they had the tree up and stuff, and the cats were on the couch asleep and whatever. So it was okay. It was okay night, and my dad said that he was gonna go and take out the trash, and I think he said he's gonna go take a ride somewhere to go get something. I forgot what. I forgot what. I forgot what it was.
He went for the.
So
milk and
it
never
was
came
just
back.
me. No, he's still here. He came back 5 days later, but no, it's fine. So it was just me and his girlfriend there, and and then I had just gotten some new
girlfriend
games.
was the scariest part.
No. So I got some new games or whatever, or no, it was Christmas. Well, either way, I had my PS4 set up in a guest room, and its own little TV and whatnot. So I was just playing away, and I was hearing something in the vents. So the vents, it's an older house, so the vents are kind of on the ground. So the vents kind of have like a basement area where the furnace goes, whatever. Yeah. So I was playing like on a battlefield or something. So I was thinking it was the sounds in the game. But so every now and then I would pause it. I would listen really carefully to a sound. I'm like, what's that banging noise or the thinking noise? Like, what is that? And I paused it and I put my head down on the vent where I heard it from. I was like, somebody's in the basement. Somebody is walking around the basement. Somebody's down there. So I walk in the living room and I'm like, well, I ain't gonna say her name, so I'm gonna say.
Mama, are you down there?
I'm gonna say Sophie. So I go. So okay. So it's not her actual name. So I'm saying Sophie. So I went in the living room and I'm like, hey Sophie, do you hear somebody down there in the basement? Like somebody because there's a back. So there's a back door in the backyard that goes down some steps in the basement. So I thought somebody had like hopped the fence or something. So I was like, hey, hey Sophie. So do you like hear somebody down there? And and the cats were also kind of like on edge too. Like the cats were like walking around like, hey y'all, are y'all hearing something too, or is it just me? Like, so they kind of basically, so she says get behind me. Although I'm like way bigger than her, so I should be in front. So I'm okay, fine. So on the side door that goes down in the basement, okay, so on the door that goes down in the basement from the house, or the inside of the house, she opened the door. She's like, "Hello, anybody down there?" Which is obviously horror movie stuff. So at this point, I have goosebumps. I'm like, okay, somebody might have broken in. Somebody's probably down there. And so we go down and we peek right under the ceiling of the basement, and there's nobody down there. Like lights were off and everything. And okay, a little dim, but all right. So then we go back up to the living room. We lock all the doors, and then my dad comes back. Just like 5 minutes later, 5 minutes later, my dad comes back. Yeah, my dad came back with the milk, and and so basically we were telling them about the sounds or whatever, the sounds that we heard, and somebody's probably in the house, somebody's in there or broken in, and then I forgot when I was told, but I think it was I think it was the next day or sometime, but they had told me that it was him hiding the presents in the basement, and I thought it was somebody else. It was actually my dad who went on on a ride somewhere. That was actually him trying to hide the presents in the basement the entire time. It was all him, and I was kind of scared.
It really was a "Father, are you down there?" moment.
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah. So once he had heard us open the door, he kind of ran out, and so basically the entire time, me and her, well, just me, kind of her, was kind of paranoid the entire time, like somebody broke in, but no, it was just my dad hiding presents.
He didn't tell her
in the shelves, Well, he did, but like she was trying to play along with it, and she also got a little scared too, because she didn't know exactly what he was doing, all the way. So it was kind of his own little plan.
So she just thought that he might be hiding a body down there. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe he finally
so he was taking out the trash
somebody.
to go on a ride, but he never left. He never left. But it was him the whole time. I was like, Dad, you scared me half to death. I thought somebody broke in. I thought, yeah, we're gonna die.
Did he return with
die.
anything though? Did he actually return with like a bag?
No, I said that he never left.
Yeah, but did he craft it so well that it would?
Children.
I said that he never left. So the bag, I didn't even care if he brought anything back, because I was like, somebody's here, and he comes back. I didn't care about anything else. So yeah.
You only cared about murder.
I cared about the safety of me and the people in the house. So yeah.
Okay.
So he's kind of scared me half to death, but it's fine.
I have my own little technical story.
Yes,
so this isn't.
Yes, y'all do it better than me.
I recently played this video game. It's on Steam. It's free. It's called Fears to Fathom.
I wish I had Steam.
Well, the first episode is free. It's a fun game. It's a scary game. And it uses stories that are sent in by real people. Real stories, real people. So I'm playing through somebody's actual experience, and the whole time I'm like, are you going to break in? Are you going to break in? There's a guy in my driveway. Oh, God. But here's the thing. I have the video uploaded on my YouTube channel. I even have a short of just a very condensed version of that. And you see, at one point, you're eating a TV dinner. Actually, it's just lasagna. And you're watching TV.
I prefer eating the TV.
Eat the TV whole.
and you're watching TV. Now, the way this is set up, there's stairs that are partially seen in the background.
I think I've seen the video.
So while you're eating, at a certain point, if you're paying close enough attention, there'll be footsie feet going up those stairs. And immediately I noticed, and I was like, no, I can't, no, this can not, no.
I'm in danger.
And at another point, the entire time, since I know somebody's in the house, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. No, I can't, no. And eventually, somebody's at the door, the front door, and you have to go downstairs to check, and then you run upstairs to hide under your bed. And if you want to win the game, you have to wait for a while. And I'm like, are the cops gonna come? And a text from, like, in-game mom, it's like, it's safe. You can go to the front door. I'm like, I'm not going to the front door. I heard glass no, nada. Zilch.
No, not a chance.
And then I tried to go. And as I walked towards the stairs to go down to the door, the parents' bedroom door opened and there was a shadow casted on the wall. I was like, nope, backtracked back to the bed. I was like, nope. I hope he doesn't find me. But my God, that has to be one of my biggest fears. Also, thalassophobia is one of my biggest fears. Fear of the ocean, basically.
Yes. Wow, 38 subs now.
Yeah.
400 views. Holy crap! Is that
Practically.
actually growing? Holy crap! Wait, what?
I have another story if you want me to continue.
Yes. Yeah, keep on going because I don't have any myself, and y'all do better than me. So, just go.
Alex, you got one?
All you.
No. Sorry.
Peter?
And I'm the finisher, so no.
Guys, you're leaving me here. You're leaving me. Anyway.
Hey, it's all right. Hey, it's all right. I mean, come on. How bad can it be? Hey.
Once upon a time, I went back to
story B.
Videos that I posted back in 2018 and watched them. The end. That was the scariest moment of my life. Just seeing my old videos. Oh my God! I recently went.
Why did you have to say that?
I recently went back to one of my older videos, because I was editing my most recent upload, which was a zombies video. Anyway. That was just a joke. So back in probably 2018, earlier on. No, this was 2016. I remember it.
Wait, hang on, Wyatt, hang on. Did you make a video on Fears to Fathom?
Yes.
Fears to Fathom. Okay,
yes.
Where is it?
I was just talking about this, Trace, and I just said it.
Well, I know, but I can't find the video on your channel though.
You can't find the
Is
video.
It a playlist, or is it just?
There's no playlist. I only made one video on it.
Well, I can't find it.
Well, I don't know what it was called. It's been a month or two since I've even thought it was in October. I uploaded that in late October. There you go. Oh, it was called This Game Plays with One of My Biggest Fears.
Yeah, I just found it. Right, you said
okay,
it.
Don't watch it now.
I'm watching it now.
Watch it now.
Okay, anyway.
Have you even watched the multiplier play?
This is back in 2016. The election is heavily going on, and I just joined Cub Scouts. The first time being in Cub Scouts, it was actually Weeblos 2, now that I recall even further. But it's the first time I've actually been in Cub Scouts since, kindergarten in the first grade. I don't even know how far that goes back. But that's actually when I met Alex, back when I first joined Cub Scouts. A great time.
Yeah. That's impossible.
Yeah.
You've known him since birth.
I don't remember anything from Cub Scouts. So I don't remember meeting you, Wyatt, until a little later on.
Yeah.
Just because I suppose I might have purged my Cub Scouts memories just because I can't. I don't know why. I just don't have any of them at all.
The most prominent memory from Cub Scouts is playing Trouble. And that's it.
Trouble.
Anyway,
yeah.
This is we're on a camporee. I'm one of the more older scouts, except because but I'm kind of one of the younger guys as well. I'm the oldest Weeblo too, but I'm one of the youngest when compared to the Boy Scout troop that we're camping with. We're camping with Troop 4166, and that's the troop that I'm a part of currently. Now, it was in October. They were doing a haunted house, a maze thing, just like a... I don't even know what the special event was that was other than the horror maze, and there was a claustrophobia thing with like there's like a casket, and you could get inside and they'd like pretend to bury you alive by piling some dirt on top.
I'm down.
That I particularly enjoyed. Anyway, so first night I nearly get into a fight with somebody because apparently that's just who I was back then. Just
yeah.
Thank God I don't remember why. I don't know why actually. Anyway, so they're making oh my God. Okay, so the older scout, I'm going to not bleep this, but I'm going to change the name. His name was, Anthony. It's not his name. Anthony.
Bleep.
No, I was doing that so you would be able to go at the exact point and cut it.
Yeah.
Okay, we had Anthony and Joe, okay? These two were the oldest people a part of that troop at that time. Anyway, Anthony and Joe think it's a good idea to take the younger guys out and talk about red eyes. Now, being little old me at the time, I had no freaking clue what red eyes was.
Hold on,
But apparently other people were terrified. Like, I was like, la-di-da-di-da, it's kind of dark, but I'm having a good time. Why are you guys scared? What is a red eyes? Now, if you guys don't know what red eyes is, he's a weeblo. Wendigo. Sorry, he's not a... What is a...
Okay,
God dang it! I'm getting memory... I'm getting...
hearing something in the office, so I was getting a little paranoid.
No, he's a Wendigo that lives at...
I love the weeaboo.
Weeaboo.
So what?
But Red Eyes is a Wendigo that has a long story, and I'm not going to tell here. Maybe if we do a campfire episode, I'll tell it then. But
we already did. We already did.
So he
if we do actually end up doing a camping episode, we have to all do it like near each other and say it like campy spook stories.
Yeah. Anyway, he lives... He's based at the foot of Mount Logan, which is this mountain by this camp, this big old camp, and his range is however far anybody wants to say it is, but it's pretty big distance. Anyway, these guys are trying to scare me.
As I say it is.
They're successfully scaring some people, but they're not scaring me because I have no clue what a red eyes is. Like, I didn't know what red eyes was until this year when I staffed at summer camp. Then I actually had somewhat of a fear of red eyes.
Somewhat.
But okay, these older scouts, these older Boy Scouts, should I say, they were more in charge of making this haunted house. Now, this haunted house, I remember specifically that they got a Hillary mask and used that.
Wow, okay.
Oh my God. That was just, like, I remember that. It's just, like, I wasn't scared of the little haunted house. It was just, like, what is going on?
It was just a mask that was given.
It was just a trip and a half right there. And I think that was, like, the first camping trip that I went on that I actually wasn't scared. and I was in a tent with like 5 other people. So, like seriously, I was in a tent with 5 other people, around half
Wow.
my size at the
Okay.
time, which was just something there.
How delightful.
Yeah.
They were.
Anyway, that was my story.
I have a little bonus one. It's not anything on the topic on the so it's not anything on the topic rules, but it's a bonus that kind of happened to me. So frick, I have so many, but like there's I mean, I have some, but they're so tiny that they really wouldn't be like actually scary. It's kind of funny, overall. So okay. Well, this one time. I don't know if I've already had said this in a previous episode, but this one time, um, oh yeah, I know. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, similar to me. It was years ago. It was like 5 years ago, something like that. Back in seventh grade or something like that, sixth. Anyway, it was at a friend's it was at like a Halloween-esque thing where all these families had and some my friends and other families in a whole big old gathering place at the house or the land of one of the
Before
families
time.
who was wait, what?
The land before time.
Not exactly, but so the whole thing was being hosted by a family, a friend of mine, or a friend's family of mine, and it had, as I said, there's all these people, like this family, friends, and whatnot. And for like the whole day, and for the whole day, I was playing with them, friends at school and whatnot, playing with them. And then it was at nighttime when they had the hay rides. And the hayride, you would not run, you would ride either, well, on different age groups, obviously, but you would ride and have like people coming out of the woods with like your chainsaws or whatever, just that stuff. And and the older and the older and the older the age group, the more scary overall it was on the hayride, and it was quite fun. And so again, the family who was hosting it, they owned quite a bit of land, a big old plot of land, some acres, and but basically on the hayride, I was kind of going with my friends, just kind of going with what they were doing, and that was fun. It was all right, and then we went on like a little hike in the woods, with my adults and whatnot to a little like a makeshift a makeshift quote unquote abandoned shack in the woods, and we would go on the haunted house little trip. And I was kind of hanging on the biggest friend. His name is you can go ahead and bleep this out, but his name is and he's pretty big even back then. So I was kind of hanging on to him just to feel some comfort of the people who come out of the walls like, I'm gonna get you, little child, something like that. So that was quite fun and scary at times, but yeah. But the actual legitimate part that was kind of scary was right before or maybe after, forgot when, but I had gone to his house, so the family who was hosting the party, so his house, and we were playing like a game of like hide and seek in the game room basement of his house. It's a big house, and they still live there. And it was like there was like two guest there's two guest rooms, and the main room has like a staircase that goes up to the kitchen area with and it has a whole game room, like have a whole game TV set up, a pool table, and another pool table. Like it was a pretty big room, and the outside on the patio was a hot tub. So, but so quite big. And after we were playing, hide and seek in that big game area, I just kind of left. I kind of left with my friend as most of us made our way back one by one to the party, just over a hill in the pitch black darkness. Just over the hill is the party with like the barn area, the food and the grill and the bonfire and whatnot. And I remember I had made my way over there in the dark, but I was with a friend. But on the way back, about 2 hours later, on the way back, and again, I'm like 12 years old, or 11, so so I was kind of young and kind of paranoid. I was a paranoid little guy, and I was coming. So I was coming back, but this time I was by myself, and I was coming back, and it was dark. I'm talking like just like I don't know, like so going up the hill and up the hill and down the hill of like this valley. Well, back then it was pretty big, but now it's not. It was a good hundreds of feet, not too long, but it was still enough. We couldn't see the house or the party, so yeah. And I remember I was walking over the hill, and I was hearing like some coyotes off in the woods area. Like, okay, that's not creepy at all. Hey, buddy, where'd you go? He's like way down the party already. Oh, I'm alone. Great. So I just kind of walked a little faster.
Uh-oh, they
And
abandoned me.
Yeah. So I kind of walked a little faster, and I heard again. It was probably because I was young and I was a lot more paranoid, and my mind was all over the place. But the wind was kind of going, and a slight breeze of a chill and stuff. And then then some of the tree branches were like some single trees were kind of shaking. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a demon. No, okay, no, it's a ghost. It's kind of paranoid. So I just kind of walked a little faster, across the hill, and then I made it back to the party. But I was like, okay, I didn't die. Thank God. Oof. Whew, you wipe the sweat off the forehead. Yeah, fun times. And then later that night, came back, and then more party at my house. But yeah, fun night. Also scary night. And hide and seek was also pretty cool. Also, fun fact on the hide and seek games, it was so hot in there that when I had hid underneath a blanket, I was sweating bullets. And I remember nobody found me. Even a friend was like, "Hey, where's Trayson at?" And I'm sitting there on the couch just with a whole blanket over me, like they can't find me. I'm the best. I practically don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
What?
I think I want to hear the penultimate final story.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say, any
And-
guys, any comments,
Yeah.
questions, or concerns? If you guys said no, then I would have given it to Peter.
Yeah, again, I don't
Okay.
have much, so there you go.
All right, Peter, I want to hear this juicy one so I can't sleep tonight.
Same here. Yes. Yeah, I don't want to sleep tonight, so please terrify me the best you can.
Why, you're welcome. Whenever I was 8 years old, I was not 7 yet. I was basically old enough to understand things, but not old enough to use things.
Huh.
So at
Wait, hold on.
the
Never mind.
Yeah?
Sorry. No.
okay,
Okay.
so
I think I heard something wrong.
as a child,
Alright,
I
did that.
moved around a lot. Now, whenever I was 8, I was living at this specific house for like a month and a half, and that was quite literally it. We were not there any longer. That was it. We were just there for that long. Now, whenever we lived there, I had night terrors. It was only in this house. I had never had night terrors beforehand, and
Wait,
even whenever I was
night terror.
like a week beforehand or like a week afterhand, whenever we were not at that house anymore, I didn't have night terrors anymore. It was only at that specific house, and we weren't even there for that long. Now, this dream is so vivid, I will forever remember it for the rest of my life because of like how scary it was. Now, this dream was basically I go take a shower, yada yada. Basic shower scene in a haunted movie, I guess you could say.
Great.
Now, once the shower's over, I just magically become dry because it's a dream, obviously, and I have a towel. However, the room, I could actually feel it in my dream being like extremely hot and wet and just foggy, like a sauna. Now,
Yeah.
once I get to like near the door, I hear a cupboard creak open. I turn around, and one of the cupboards creak open. That's it. That's that. I go over there, decide to close it because who wants to just randomly keep one of them creepily open to scare other people?
Yeah,
Not
right?
me.
Yeah.
So I close it, walk back towards the door, and then I decide to look at it, see if it'll happen again. And then they all slam open.
Wow.
And then in the dream, the
Goosebumps.
light basically instantly flickers off, and then I try to run towards the door. The door, which has not been opened yet because I was taking a shower, remains closed. I never even get to the door. The door isn't even far away, but I stop moving. I am, at that point, not frozen in fear, but, like, paralyzed with fear.
So it's
Now,
no longer
in the dream,
it's no longer
I try to do literally anything, and that means anything. I try to move, it won't let me.
It was like Freddy
And
Krueger.
I just... not really.
Oh.
Basically, Freddy Krueger is something that appears in your dreams and tries to kill you. This thing never killed me, but scared me to the point where I couldn't stop screaming in my sleep.
Wow.
Now, this apparition, I guess you could say, that I kept seeing in my dreams, haunted me to the point where, it was so vivid in the sense that I never, like, saw it in my dream, but I knew exactly what it looked like just from it being behind me in the dream. Now, I would scream for hours on end because I would wake up with not being able to talk, and I would wake up half awake screaming.
Oh.
And
Terrifying.
I would wake up, it'd be that, and I would be like, oh my god, I was screaming again. And once we move out of this house, and somehow no one else heard me screaming, which is even scarier.
Wow. I just got goosebumps.
That
Tenfold.
No, I would wake up, be screaming, I'd walk around, and everyone else is asleep, and I would wake up at a normal, like, 9 a.m., which is, like, typical for a kid with insomnia. Now, I never, like, felt not safe in that house, but I never felt safe from my dreams, because every single night it would be that exact thing over and over again. For an entire month. And once we moved away from that house, it never happened again.
Wow.
Damn. That's
I have something very similar, actually.
no more stories. Anyway, Peter, tell us.
Yes, please. No, me.
Peter was our grand old fidelity. We need our winner announced.
But I have some. But I have
Alex
something
wins simply because of the, in terms of male and female.
In terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding.
Stop! No.
No, it's okay. Okay.
I'm not even reading it.
I was trying to figure what you were getting at. Oh, I get it. So,
Okay.
outro.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Outro. Okay.
Very good.
Alex,
Very good,
you're your winner, and you pick us our next topic, and you'll pick our next winner for the next for the episode after your episode. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode with the Bumbling,
Fumbling.
Idiots podcast, and we're out. Woo! All right, good job, guys.
Yay! Amazing time, everybody. That was very good stories. Way better than anything I've ever done.
All right.
But